Shalom, Monsieur, all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, Kodash, Ukar, double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. And the title of today's show is going to be entitled There Won't Be a World War III Memorial, because today is the 75th day of what? D-Day in America and all these nations, man, stormed Normandy. And they say over 12,000 people, man, over 12,000 people died in France, man, that day. And the days to follow, and the days before it, man. So that's World War II. And we had, before we had World War II, we had what? World War I. We got that scripture, World War is past. We got World War is past in Book of Revelations. Yeah, because right now we are in the beginning stages, man, of what? World War III. Right now we got a huge trade war going on, man, between who? America, China, Mexico, Russia. Yo, before any major war, brother, there always a trade war before any major world war. So we in the beginning stages, man, of World War III. How do we know that? Because in the beginning stages of World War I, man, they didn't know, man, that there was gonna be a World War I, or they didn't know there's gonna be a World War II. A World War III is gonna be fought with what? Nuclear missiles, man. And they got it's over all these different nations, man. They got nuclear capabilities, man, to come and drop missiles, man. Where? Here in America, man. So you got the script here?
Revelations chapter 9 verse 12. Revelation chapter 9 verse 12. One woe is past,
and if you don't know, brothers and sisters who are watching the show, the word woe means destruction. Every time you see in the Bible, man, woe, W-O-E, in the Old Testament, the King James Version, it means destruction. So read it again, brother.
Revelation chapter 9 verse 12. One woe is past.
Yeah, one woe is past, man. But this right here is who's speaking right here, man. John the Revelator, man. And John the Revelator, he was a prophet too, man. John the Revelator, man, he had a huge amount of prophecy, man, in the book of Revelation. Because if you don't know, man, the book of Revelation, man, is the heaviest book in the scriptures. And the word Revelation, and that's the last book in the scriptures, man. And Genesis is the first book in the scriptures, and the last book with the ending of all these different nations, man, even to our own people, is where? The book of Revelation. And once again, the book of Revelation was sealed by the conquering line of Judah, man, Yahushua. He won't seal the book of Revelation, man. For who? He is a elect man who usually speaking on the street corners, man. So that's why we got the true breakdown of the scriptures.
Revelation chapter 9 verse 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter.
Yeah, two woes come hereafter, man. First war was what? World War I. The second war was what? World War II. And back then, during World War II, man, you had time to you had the USSR versus you had Germany, you had Russia, you had part Europe, America. You got some people from the Caribbean islands going to England, West Africa, Australia. That's why it's called a World War. But this war, man, this final war, the final war, man, World War III, that's people say think it's going to come. It is going to come in our lifetime, because most signs is something, man. Yahushua is a man, he cannot lie. He said what? World War III is going to come in this generation. When you look at TV this morning, man, you got Donald Trump, and right now I think he's on a 4-day visit to he's on a 4-day visit in Europe. He started out in England, and you got also that bitch from Germany, man. She's over there too, man. So they're communicating, man. What Germany? Because Germany, they said Germany started what? World War II. And if you don't know how World War II started off, man, it was funded by who, man? These so-called Jews, man. So Hitler, man, he was a so-called Jew, man. So all that bullshit with World War II was set up by who? The bankers, man. bankers set up World War II. International bankers. And they're going to do Illuminati, man, starting with the Rothschilds. They're doing the same thing here today, man. They the one that set up who? Donald Trump.
Priest. Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. This second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
Yeah, the third woe is coming quickly. It could be this year, it could be next year, it could be a couple of years. But I don't see we going to 10 more years, 5 more years, or 20 more years. But right now, brother, we are on the doorstep, man, of World War III, man.
Everything is heating up.
Like
if you follow somewhat of the fake news out there, so-called, everyone's coming up in arms. North Korea, China, Russia, Iran, Turkey, and those are all prophecies. And America coming up against Iran, that's another prophecy, because Iran is allies to who? Russia, the bear.
You also got NATO and the EU, man.
NATO and the EU.
And the UN.
An alliance of the countries that have the ICBM missiles technology, and they're just every day enhancing it. And
the EU was 10 nations, man. It's still 10 nations. But you got these couple of nations up in there, man. You got these 10 nations split up in like over 20 nations, man. But the EU is still 10 nations, man. We get a book of Psalms 58, verse 6 and 7.
Psalms chapter 58, verse 6. Break their teeth, O God, in their mouth.
When the Most High gonna break the teeth, man, or if you got a dog or a wolf or a lion, man, and you break the teeth, man, there's no power. It can't harm you, because the power is where? In the teeth.
In the mouth.
In the power. In the bite.
It's like having a knife with a dull blade.
It's like having a pit bull, man, a male pit bull with no teeth. No sense.
Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Lord.
The Most High gonna break the teeth of the young lions, man. Starting with who? The Illuminati, man. And starting with who? NATO, EU, the UN. Anybody's done with the society, man. The Most High gonna take it down.
Gonna take away their power. Verse 7. Let them melt away as waters which run continually.
What's gonna melt them away, man? Those nuclear missiles, man. Those nuclear missiles, man. That nuclear missiles, man, they melt shit. Because once again, man, nuclear missiles was never used, but when you go back to Hiroshima and Nagasaki, man, those atom bombs, man, they did damage to these groups, man. Where? In Japan. And I believe the nuclear missiles, man, is 100,000+ times more powerful, man. So that's nuclear fusion.
Yeah.
And after the nuclear missile, where you got, man? You got a nuclear storm. You can only watch the day after, man. Because after the nuclear missile hit ground zero, man, most are gonna send over 200 million missiles over here, man. And other countries, man, are gonna be nuked too. Even our own homeland. Most are gonna nuke the land of Israel, man. But the difference between Israel and America, man, Israel is gonna be built back, but the land of America, man, it's never gonna be built back, man.
And the earth is going to shake to and fro from these missiles. Yeah. The atom bomb was the start of that technology. Started with, from the German scientist Project Paperclip.
Oppenheimer's too.
If you look that up. When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows.
Go once again, man, the so-called white man, he want to try these missiles, man. But that's his blessing, his sword. He want to try those missiles to take over the country, man. See how it used.
But something about Esau is, if he can't have it, no one can.
Yeah.
So he'd rather blow this whole place up before he let his power get taken away from him. But it ain't his choice, because the choice is done by the Lord's will. And Yahushua and Yahushua being the son, he's coming back to take the crowns of the kings. Let them be as cut in pieces.
So the Most High gonna cut this place up in pieces, man. So you ain't gonna know when those missiles hit America, brother. You ain't gonna know LA, from New York to Florida to Chicago, man. The only thing going right here is what? Desert creatures, man. They're just insects, scorpions, ravens, Only there's no living being, man, is gonna be here in America, man. America once again is gonna be the biggest memorial. That's gonna be the new day in Israel, man. Our last day was Passover. It's gonna be the next Passover, man. After we leave America, man.
I mean, one, you couldn't even eat when after the missiles hit and everything settles, you won't be able to come to America anyway because of the nuclear, the how you say it, the radiation.
Yeah, the radiation.
The radiation alone will kill you, especially if you don't have the new bodies that that us, the Lord willing, the elect, are gonna have.
The fallout.
The fallout, yeah.
Huh.
And
then the mushroom cloud. Huh.
Yeah, that's like a big ass volcano erupted.
Yeah.
And then that storm after that shit, it will kill you. You won't be able to breathe.
Can't breathe radiation. That shit's poisonous.
Yeah.
Man. Look at Chernobyl. But they got a series on I think, what was it, on HBO?
Yeah.
Chernobyl.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Netflix and Hulu. Hulu.
That's it. Look at the book of Job 20 verse 24.
Job 20 verse 24. Job chapter 20 verse 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon.
The so-called white man, he gonna try to flee the iron weapon, man. But some of these people that try to flee with going into outer space, but those of you who choose to dig underground, man, the missile's gonna hit you, man. Unless you go to a different country, or unless you go under the water, man. But if you're on here, on the 48 states here in America, man, you're gonna be nuked, man. You're gonna be nuclear food, even the 2/3 of the Lord people. The only ones that's gonna be saved, brother, is the Most High's elect, man. Only the Most High's elect is gonna be saved of this great destruction, man. It's gonna be greater than the days of Noah, man. It's gonna be and everybody upon the four corners of the earth, man. You're gonna know Yahweh, man. You're gonna know Yahweh's son. You're gonna know the angels. You're gonna know the Israelites, man. And that day, you're gonna fear his name. You're gonna say, damn, Yahweh, he's the one that destroyed this great place, America, which is first you call what? Babylon, Sodom, Gomorrah, Egypt. So the Most High is the one who's gonna take this bitch out, man.
The Lord's gonna bring back his name. And the Lord's bringing back his name through his prophets, point blank period, on the highways and byways, spiritually breaking this place down. This filthy place called Babylon.
Read on to verse 25.
And the bow of steel shall strike them.
Yeah, the bow of steel can strike them, man. But if you don't know the book of Job, Job was a prophet, man. And back then, Job, that's the best way, man. You could explain how the nuclear missiles is, man. You call them a bow. There's a bow, the bow is a silo, the arrow is the missile. That's the best way. You can't say nuclear missiles, man. Over 2,000 years ago, man, there's no such thing as nuclear missiles, man. That's the best way the prophet could explain it, man.
Verse 25, it is drawn and cometh out of the body.
It is drawn, man. And coming out of the body, you watch a silo on YouTube. Watch your silo on YouTube, man. You're gonna see the missiles coming up. That's how the body's gonna be.
And Esau has silos all around the position in America that look like regular, structures, buildings, big monuments, this, that, and the fourth. Because Esau's been preparing for this since America has been built by us, the Israelites.
And America gonna be destroyed. If you could believe it or not, man, America gonna be destroyed in less than an hour, man. There was never no major war here in America, man. That's why the Most High called the virgin daughter of Babylon, man. There was never no major war here in America.
And America's cherry is gonna be popped very soon, because here it is. Russia has the technology for a missile to come over here in 30 minutes. And there's another country, I can't remember off the top of my head, that the missile can reach here in 15 minutes. And like the elder brought out, that's a shower, brushing your teeth, eating your breakfast.
And don't forget Cuba, man.
Yeah, Cuba is a neighbor to Babylon, or America, aka Babylon. They have the ICBM technology also. So it's nothing for these countries. These other countries do not like America.
All the scriptures in the book of Obadiah, man, all the people of that confederacy, man, shall turn against you. What's your confederacy, man? Everybody that you went together in the NATO, all your NATO allies, man, is going to turn on you. Only what Donald Trump, man, You already got all his allies, man. Turn on him, man. When you go to England, they turn on him. In Germany, France, they turn on him, man. Because Donald Trump is the both sides set him up, man. To start a war, man. To bring their hate.
Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall.
Because I never seen a glittering sword in my life. What's that glittering? Yeah, I never saw a glittering sword, man. It's talking about that missiles, man. But that missile glitter, man. But there's fire behind the missile. And each missile, each warhead got multiple missiles, man. Some warhead got 20, some warhead got 50, some warhead got 5. There's different amount of missiles, man, in one warhead. And the warhead do what? It carry the missiles. Their destination. Let me get that set.
Terrors are upon him. I got to preach it.
Terrors are upon him, man. Because the Most High is the king of terror.
Amos chapter 9 verse 2. Though they dig into hell, thence shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. And that's what the elder is bringing out, that you punk ass Edomites is going to run up to your space stations or go down into your underground bunkers. And guess what? The Heavenly Father, Yahweh Yahushua, is gonna, Yahweh is gonna have his elect get y'all. When y'all when y'all are in the underground bunkers, we're gonna knock on those metal doors like, come out. And we're gonna have chains ready for y'all. Or we're gonna fly up to the, with spiritual powers, we're gonna fly up to them space stations and get y'all. And y'all gonna be the first fruits of captivity.
That's it.
Yep.
Look at the book of Isaiah 47 verse 14. Yeah, man. Once again, man, we got Donald Trump, all these different nations, man. It's a great 75th anniversary, man, of post-World War II, so-called D-Day. So we here to say, man, there ain't gonna be no World War III memorial, man. It's gonna be a memorial for us. We're gonna be laughing at y'all, man.
We shall laugh at your calamity here in the martial law, and we're gonna laugh, Lord willing, when we in them chariots looking at this.
Open up part of the elect, man.
We gonna drink to your destruction. Isaiah chapter 47 verse 14. Behold, they shall be as stubble.
Yeah, behold, man, America is gonna be as stubble, man. You ever see stubble in the summertime? All these trees, all these branches. When you get a fire, that's stubble, man. So America is gonna be like stubble, a hot stubble, a hot, flaming nuclear stubble, man, with radiation.
Or AKA, you can call it kindling to be burnt up. That's how you start a fire. You need smaller things to burn up to get that fire roaring. The fire shall burn them.
The fire shall burn them, man. The nuclear fire, man. Ain't talking about no normal fire, maybe barbecuing it on a Sunday afternoon, man, or for so-called Independence Day, man. It's a hotter fire than an Independence Day fire, man. It's a nuclear fire that's coming to America, man, very soon. That's it.
Nope. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame.
So the only one that's going to deliver themselves is the elect. 2/3 you ain't going to deliver yourself, man. All you heathens, man. Edomites. You aren't going to be able to deliver yourself, man. The only ones that are going to deliver themselves is the ones that's rich, man. The elites that's here in America, when that shit hit, they ain't going to be delivered. But the Lord is going to use what? The elect and the angels, man, to take them down. So that's two sets of people, brother. That's going to be delivered all the head of America, man. The elect of the Lord, man. The elect of the Lord, the 144 tells them, man, they're going to be delivered, man. They and the children is going to be delivered. And the ones that believe on the Lord. And all the heathens that deliver, man. And all the heathens that escape America, man. The Lord is going to use us to wrong you up, man. Take your straight. You're going to have the first seat in slavery, man.
They shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it.
Yeah, so you're going to be able to warm yourself in that day. Because the Lord said so.
Yeah.
Let me get the book of Jeremiah 51 verse 1.
Jeff?
Cause my hatred is up for these so-called white people, man. I watched your show 2 days ago, man. It's called The Way How They See Us. It's on Netflix. It's based on the Central Park 5, man. It's on Netflix. It's called it came out like 4 days ago. How They See Us. Your brother should be seeing that. Your brother should check it out, man. It's on Netflix, man. It's based on the Central Park 5. It came on
Oh yeah,
back in '89, man. How they treat our people, man.
Yeah.
That shit raised my hate towards you so for what?
They falsely accused like 4 or 5 Jakes
Yeah.
of raping some Edomite woman in the park. And you know, they are minors, and how Esau likes to play, you know, play with his Latin and his law. He separated them, had them confess to something they didn't do. They got prosecuted. But basically, you know, just watch it yourself.
Esau put a damn 16-year-old in Rikers Island, man,
Yeah.
which is a grown man jail. Supposed to put him in juvenile.
Juvenile. You know, and that event destroyed a lot of those families.
Yeah.
Because that was harsh prosecution. You know.
Even though they got a civil suit for I think $58 million, man, that can bring back your life.
Yeah.
But some of them spent between 6 and 7 years in prison, and the oldest guy, man, he spent like 13 years in prison. Just bullshit for a lot.
Yeah,
Donald Trump refused to apologize, man.
With grown ass men, and you know, them guys in prison, you know, those are some different type of creatures.
Yeah, demons, man.
Yeah, those are demons.
I don't know.
You said 51 and 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon.
Yeah, the Most High gonna raise up war against Babylon, man. Most High, if you don't believe me, man, America is Babylon, man. America is full of confusion, man. Especially in the space we live in right now, New York City, man. New York City could be the capital of Babylon, brother.
Yeah.
But the shit we see here in New York City, man, all the people that go to the 50 states and throw the 4 corners of the earth, man, they want to come to New York City, man.
Yeah.
They want to come to New York City, but New York City is the worst place, man.
Worse.
Right.
And against them that dwell in the midst of them that raise up against me. A destroying wind.
A destroying wind, brother. Aka women is, brother, sitting right now, brother, in the future, brother. If you could believe it or not, but it's gonna be fire, man.
Yeah.
The subway behind us, there's a number 3 train passing behind us right now. Here it's gonna be no more trains, bro. There's gonna be no more bus. It's hard to believe, brother, like that.
No more city.
God. No more city, no more America.
This place will be destroyed by ICBM missiles.
Your brother I hope no part of you like in that day, brother. Gonna be crying in there.
Because it says that the righteous shall be scarcely saved. So you by the hair of your chinny chin, when the missiles is coming, the church is gonna be coming, and you better know the name of the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's first and foremost. That's like your one indication of your ticket onto a chariot. And then on top of that, you should be your mindset, like the elder said, your mindset should be on these scriptures, should be on the Lord. Repent, because only the elect is going to fully repent. You know, it's going to pray to the Lord to forgive for their sins, even though their sins are forgiven.
And that day, brother, we ain't got to worry no more, man. If you're part of the elect,
Yeah.
you ain't got to worry about going out and teaching no more. You ain't got to worry about sinning no more. You're going to be happy in that.
Everything that we're going through in this lifetime is going to be worth it.
I feel like you're coming to the end of a marathon, brother. But right now, we're still running that marathon.
Yeah.
I want to follow the marathon, man, and fall back into the world.
Yeah.
I want to finish the marathon, man. Hoping the brothers finish the marathon too.
Yeah, this is a race.
Right.
You know, it's how you finish the race. If you get knocked out and you can still get up, get your ass up and keep fighting the good fight against Satan and Esau.
Right.
Because, you know, Esau is the human counterpart of Satan, the spiritual demon, on the left-hand side.
Read on to verse 3.
Verse 2. And will send unto Babylon fanners.
Most are going to be fanning this place, man. When you got a fire, brother, they said fanning that fire. What happened to the heat? That shit runs. So the most are going to fan this place, man. But because all America allies are going to send missiles upon America, man. England is going to send missiles upon America. All the Caribbean countries, Britain, France, Germany,
Russia.
Iran.
Russia's the
China.
biggest one that wants to get America up out of here, because Russia and China think they're gonna be the next superpower. But guess what? Yasharallah is gonna be the next superpower. Israel.
Yeah, India gonna send.
Yeah,
Pakistan.
even India got ICBM
China.
technology.
Number 3.
Yeah, that shall fan her, and shall empty her land.
Most are gonna empty the land, bro. Most are gonna empty America, man. That's gangster talk, man. All the trees, all these buildings here in New York City, the plane that's flying by, the helicopters, the NYPD, the FDNY, most are gonna wipe them up, man, with a nuclear missile. Most are gonna do a one-time job, man, with these nuclear missiles, man. Also, you're gonna send the chariots here in America, man, with those lasers.
And those aren't aliens. Those are the angels, the brothers.
And our big brother's coming back to, brother, and that fathership in that thing. He's gonna come. That the Lord is gonna, our Lord Yahweh, man. He's gonna come to America, man. He's gonna be in the clouds, man. Yeah. It's gonna be a great day, brother. So.
Just like Independence Day, but more dramatic, more death, more destruction. For in that day of trouble, they shall be against her round about.
In that day of trouble, man, the missiles are gonna be upon America, man, wrong about. So America, Lord willing, man, America is gonna be the first country that a nuclear missile hit from another nation. Like another nation never bombed no another nation yet, man, with a nuclear missile. They did with the atom bomb and other different type of missiles. But no nation, man, never used another nuclear missile. I believe they had a treaty on that, man.
Yeah.
Already they got a treaty, a NATO treaty, or a UN treaty. Can't use nuclear missiles against another nation.
Yeah, and that's why Trump's putting sanctions on Turkey and what was trying to put sanctions on Turkey and Iran. And they was like, we're not trying to hear that. We're going to do what we do because we're our own sovereign country. And America's always trying to put their nose in somebody else's business, and that's why all the other countries gonna come up against Babylon.
You gotta leave people business alone.
Yeah, you're gonna try to put up democracy in a country that been doing without democracy for years and been thriving.
That's it.
Verse 3. Verse 3. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow.
Archer, man, is bending that bow, brother. That bow and arrow, man. The archer is bending that bow. But you watch those ancient movies, brother. What is the archer doing, brother? He's bending that bow. There's multiple archers, man. Over 100 archers, over 1,000 archers. So the bigger your army, man, the more skilled man you got. Who got the biggest army on the earth, brother? Yahweh shot, man. Yep. His father Yahweh. The Most High control these other nations, man. So you're gonna use these nations to take out their own people, man. That's it.
I got some more. Yeah. And against him that lifted himself up in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men.
So don't spare these young men, man. Because once again, man, the Most High is not a respecter of person, brother. They're gonna kill these newborn babies, 3-year-olds, these 5-year-olds, these young men in the military. There's gonna be a draft. These women are going to be drafted, 15, 16, 14 are going to be drafted. These young men are going to be drafted. People of our nation are going to be drafted in the military, man. The most thing going to spread them, man. They're going to burn. So once again, brother, I don't know how that shit fell, but the nuclear missiles, radiation fell. We're going to, when the Most High bring down nuclear missiles, man, the port of America, man, it's going to be the worst burden you ever felt in your life, man. It's going to be the worst pain you ever felt in your whole life, man, your generation, because we've been here multiple times, man. The Most High gonna keep your spirit in your body, man. Say, damn, all type of shit is gonna be going through your mind. Like, damn, why didn't you listen to these guns, man? That burden, man. The Most High gonna have the burden on you, man. The Most High hate you people, man. To nuke somebody, brother, the Most High gotta hate you, man. Yeah. The Most High could burn you, or it could take you out during the time of Noah with water. But burning, brother, burning is the worst fucking thing.
Yeah. If you ever burnt yourself on the stove or with a lighter, why is it that that burning feeling 2-3 days later you still feel it? You're like, damn, why?
Even if you put it below cold water, bro.
Yeah. There's nothing to soothe that type of pain, and the Lord's gonna burn that soul up. The Lord's gonna put His foot up that ass. Destroy ye utterly all her hosts.
All your hosts, man. Most of them going to destroy all her armies, man.
Yep.
All the hosts, mean armies. Most of them going to destroy all these armies. Let me get the book of Revelation 17, verse 16.
17.
Yeah, verse 16. 17 to 16.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
Yeah, the 10 horns is who? The EU, man. EU and the NATO, man. Now, who's the whore? America. So once again, brother, the most that prophecy, brother, is coming true, man.
Yeah.
June 2019, man. I can't believe these different nations hate America. Man.
Yeah.
They hate America. They got a blimp in London right now of Donald Trump. They hate America, man. You got France hate America, Italy hate America, Iran hate America, man. All these nations, man, they hate America.
Yeah. Afghanistan, Iraq.
But this is talking about what? America own allies, man.
Yeah,
So proving to you that prophecy is going to come to pass. So,
I lost my spot.
but once again, man, Obama was in power. Obama try to bring the love. Try to make all these different nations love America again, because during the time of Bush, they hated America with all these different, the Afghanistan war and the war with Iraq. But those 8 years, man, with Obama, he tried to bring that love back towards America. But Trump been in power for like 3 years, man, and all these nations, man, in Europe, man, these little nations, man, they hate America.
They show it.
Got it.
They show it. They burn the flags. They got, like you said, they got
blimps and Trump.
Blimps and parades of Trump eating hot dogs and being a pig and this, that, and the fourth. It's the hate is known, you know. And shall make her desolate and naked.
Yeah, so America will be bombed, the nuclear missiles, brother, will be made desolate, man, and naked. We'll say we're gonna expose you with these missiles, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
And shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Burn her with fire, man. Most of these comparing America to what? A whore, a woman. America ain't nothing but a woman, man. America is not a kingdom, man. It's a queendom. And rule is who? It's a feminist kingdom, man. So, look at the book of Malachi 4:1. Break it down.
You said 4:1?
Yeah, Malachi 4:1. Break it down.
Malachi chapter 4 verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. And that's talking about World War III, point blank period. That day is going to be dreadful among the heathen, 2/3, and even scary for us, Lord willing, the elect. And all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And stubble is basically the shit you see just, you know, out here at the park. You're gonna be fuel for the fire. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. There's not gonna be nothing left here in America. It's gonna be a desolate desert. Period. Like if you can't through the Spirit, you need to find the Lord.
It's gonna be a fire, a nuclear fire, living desert.
Yeah, it's gonna there's nothing. The only desert beasts are gonna dwell here. Nothing's gonna be left. No building. There's not gonna be like what's that thing called? The Empire State Building is gonna be, you know, somewhat intact, and no, it's gonna be it's gonna be a sweep of fire to come through here and take everything out. Point blank period. And if you can't see that, then that means you're not in the Spirit. That means the Lord ain't dealing with you. Either the Lord ain't gonna be dealing with you, period, or the Lord ain't dealing with you right now to see something so clear. It's clear as day, and only the elect it can see that, and are taking heed to it, to the warning that we're giving you, because we're doing our job. on the highway, the starting off with the apostles and the elders and my elder and on down. You know.
That's it.
Verse.
Break down. We get on the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3, verse 12. Once again, man, the scriptures say, here, precept upon precept, man. Here a little, there a little. Right? Read the New Testament, man. Go look in the Old Testament. You might read the Apocrypha. You might read the book of Isaiah. You might read the book of Revelation. You might read the book of Peter. Because the Bible and read like a novel, man.
Yeah.
You can read from the first cover to the last cover. You need to get that true understanding, man.
Yeah.
So you go precept to precept.
Yeah, the Lord writes in parabolic. So it's basically this book is written in code. It's a puzzle that only the secrets are given unto the servants, the prophets, starting off with the apostles and the elders on down.
And even the New Testament speak about the destruction of America, man. The brother gonna read about it right now. I'll break it down.
3 verse 12.
Yeah, 2 Peter 3 verse 12.
2 Peter chapter 3 verse 12. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. With fervent heat, yeah. And that's talking about the World War III, the ICBM missiles leveling the whole world, shaking the world to and fro. You're gonna see that big mushroom cloud, and that's the heavens being rolled up in a scroll. Yeah, in a scroll.
We did the book of Revelations 18 verse 8. We did number 13.
Revelation chapter 18 verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
One day, man. The plagues is going to come upon America, man. In one day. Let me name some of the plagues. Famine, martial law, pestilences, apparitions, ghosts, demons, water shortages. There's going to be a lot of water shortages, man. There's going to be no power. There's going to be no cell phone. Yeah. But right now, bro, you see lights right here, bro. It's going to be dark, man. The only light we're going to get is the moon.
The moon.
And the sun. And they're gonna be people, they're gonna be like Mad Max, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna start joining up together, man. All these different nations and these gangs, they're gonna start joining up together, man, to survive.
Yeah.
What's gonna be the prey? You starting with the what? You woman. Yep. Woman's gonna be the prey, man.
Women and kids. The weak vessels.
Son. And the most are gonna be on whose side? Your left side.
Yeah.
So that's some of the plays I read for you, man. Mark of the Beast, martial law, mass death here in America through the 48 states.
Yeah.
So one day, cause it's gonna be like dominoes. When you put dominoes together and you push the dominoes down, it's gonna be like that. One plague hit another plague, hit another
back
plague.
to back.
You don't think you escaped this plague. You don't think you escaped this plague.
Yeah.
Some people gonna, as the Lord said, most people, some people gonna escape all the plagues, brother. And what's the last plague, brother?
That's the last
like, plague. You're gonna say, damn, I'm making sure all these plagues. You're gonna take the most serious with you, man.
Yeah.
Most are gonna have to be the trick, man.
You're gonna have to have wisdom and knowledge to be stable in that time. Because it's gonna be so much stuff going on that if you don't have these scriptures, if you don't have the name of the Lord, you're fucked.
Even your family's gonna be calling in that day.
Yeah, your family.
But in that day, I don't think they're gonna call you because they're gonna be the cell phone and shit. They're gonna go back to sparrows and sparrows on those sparrows and shit is gonna be the new ravens. Gonna be the new cell phone.
Yeah, the pigeons,
sparrows,
or what's the guy in the modern day horseback? I mean, modern day mailman. Yeah. Because you know, people. Hey, man, everything's getting turned back to old, ancient, back to the ancient. You know.
Like when it was in the wilderness, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a new wilderness.
I mean, and even before the plagues hit, the major plagues hit, the major prophecies hit, y'all gonna see the truth, but it's gonna be too late.
Also gonna be a huge government shutdown here in America, man. The stock market's gonna crash.
Yeah, the dollar's definitely gonna collapse.
Your brother, since I saw the apostles on Facebook, they keep saying that, man. Your brothers don't know, man, but the stock, even though I was in the audience, the stock market's gonna crash, man.
Yeah.
And America rules the whole world. When America is a market crash, man, the whole world is gonna fall too. And that's why they're gonna hate the whole.
Yep. Therefore, Revelation chapter 18, verse 8, therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
In one day, man, American plagues are gonna come in one day.
Death and mourning.
Mass death, man. Billions, thousands, millions, billions, man. Because America got a couple of billions people. So a couple of Slovakia, a couple of million people here in America, man. So
well, you got people that's not even accounted for, so that number is up there. And then on top of that, America has this thing called the CDC, Central Disease Control, Central Disease Center, which they have a plethora of nasty viruses that Esau is gonna release into the public, and it's gonna mess you people up. Death and mourning and famine.
Death, mourning, and famine. Gonna be a lot of people here crying in America, man. My family just died. My family just get gunned down by these Gurkha troops. Because these Gurkha troops is here in America. There's gonna be more Gurkha troops coming to America. Yeah. There's gonna be more super they're gonna be worse than Robocop. They're gonna be androids. Gonna be super. Yeah. So got these different type of suits, bro.
Yeah, the exoskeleton suits, super suits.
Yeah.
And then you got the super soldier program.
Yeah, super soldier program.
Yeah, you're gonna see technology that you ain't never seen before.
Yeah, gonna take the sci-fi movie or a horror movie.
Yeah,
it's gonna be real shit.
Yeah, kind of. And she shall be utterly burned with fire.
America will be burned, brother, with nuclear fire in that day. That day is very soon.
And for strong is the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, who judges her.
So the Most High is a man, he cannot lie, man. So that's how the Most High going to judge America, man, with those nuclear missiles in that day.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go to verse 9. Verse 9, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and live deliciously with her shall bewail her.
These kings, these different nations, man, they are going to cry in that day. They're going to be, but China's one of America's, a lot of Chinese goods be selling here in America, man, so China's going to be crying that day, because they got nobody to sell this goods. Yeah. Who's the number one consumer, man? Our people.
Our people.
Us.
Israel, Jake. But bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
They're gonna see the smoke of America, man, burning, man. That thick nuclear fire, man. If you never seen before, they're gonna go way over to Europe, bro. They're gonna go over to China, Japan, the islands, the four corners of the earth, Australia.
Just like you could see, I wasn't up here when 9/11 happened, but I heard a lot of stories. From Brooklyn, you can see the Twin Tower, the smoke, the after smoke, or the after effect. The smoke going up into the heavens.
You see the smell of smoke too, bro.
Yeah.
You smell the shit.
So how much more all 50 states getting burnt up by ICBM missiles? You're gonna be able to see it from London, Russia, China.
Also, they're gonna be the European station, man. Station also of America, man. It's gonna be
televised.
It's not gonna be televised here in America.
Yeah.
It's gonna be televised all over America. Show the four corners of the earth. People won't think it's a prank. They won't think it's fake. They won't think it's a prank. It's gonna be fake. This is fake news.
Yeah.
Yo, it's gonna be reality, man. America was destroyed.
Verse 10. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, the great city Babylon.
Yeah, we're gonna be crying that to the Most High, man. At last, man.
In the Hebrew.
America, man. Babylon, you going, brother?
That mighty city, for in 1 hour.
1 hour, brother. 1 hour.
Is thy judgment come?
Is that judgment come, man? 1 hour, man. That new commission gonna bring that judgment here upon America. That's why we keep doing the show. That's why we keep being brotherly. That's why we keep staying in the scriptures. That's why we keep coming to the camp. We don't want to be here, man. We want to be burned up with these heathens, man. And 2/3 of these people. That's why we gotta stay in the scriptures.
Yeah. Verse 11, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her.
They're going to weep and mourn over America, man. They're going to be crying. They ain't got nobody to sell the goods to.
Yeah.
Bullshit goods.
For no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
No man going to buy their merchandise anymore. be it for America. That's it. So good. Push it up on there. Shut it down. Do what you want.
Okay, you know, Lord willing, you know, this put a little bit of fear into whoever is watching, any new people that's watching, and hopefully, and Lord willing, it was edifying to the potential elect and the other brothers out there in the four corners. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakal Kadash, and double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the brothers out there pushing His word in sincerity and truth on the four corners of the earth. Shalom.